Alright people, this is Cut Killer bringing you gameplay of Sniper Ghost Warrior. Anyone else get excited in sexual ways? No, just me? Okay, let's make this awkward as possible. But yeah, this is actually Sniper Ghost Warrior, in case any of you haven't played it. I really like this game. It's kind of fun, so I figured I'd do a little gameplay of me sniping some people, even though it's just AIs. And I really want you to think I'm good at the game, even though I pretty much suck at it. But yeah, I like making you guys think I'm good when I'm not. Thanks. Editing. But yeah, in case you guys haven't seen my other videos, go check them out. I'm just starting out this channel. I really hope it's going to work out really well. Yeah. So I guess my next topic to talk about, which I think I'm going to hit on the race thing a little bit more. I don't know why, I just feel like I didn't get that whole time limit that I wanted, but this video is going to give me a little bit extra time, and I don't want to just specifically attack black people this time. I just have overall like observations, like Asians. I don't know why we give Asians a hard time. Like, granted, their penises are little, but that really shouldn't affect how we treat them in society. I mean, if every person who had a little penis was treated differently, I think a lot of white men would have insecurities about themselves too, and I think they would start treating people with respect, especially women, because white guys are usually the jerks who mistreat women, and that's not a racial stereotype. That's like stuff I've seen. And also, white guys have good credit, and I don't know if they think that just because they have good credit that they can mistreat other people, like minorities such as Mexicans and blacks and Asians, and just because they think they know their father that makes them better than us. Don't think so, boy. Blacks and Mexicans have father figures. That still counts as a father, so you white people can eat that. But you know, I really think that the racial thing is just kind of like mixed up nowadays. Like, I don't know, I don't think why people say Asians eat dogs. Like, they probably do, but I mean, you gotta give them benefit of the doubt. Dog probably has to taste really good for them to want to keep eating it. Like, it's not one of those things like, let's say a prostitute doesn't want to give a man oral stimulation because she's like, well, it tastes nasty, but I'm just gonna keep doing it anyway. I mean, that's one of those things. She's got to draw the line. She has to have some class as a hooker, right? You really can't just be a hooker and just be like, alright, I guess we're gonna do everything, right? Because no, you want a classy hooker. You want one that, like, when you pay for it, you want it to be spectacular and classy. And I don't know if there's such thing as a classy hooker, but I just made it up, so you guys better go Google that. Don't Google that, actually, because if you go to Google and you type in classy hooker, you're probably going to come up on some websites that you don't want to see, or you don't want to know that actually existed. But if you do want to do that, go ahead. If you're into that, if you're into classy hookers, I recommend you go Google it. I think it would be a great life-changing experience for you. And also, I would recommend you clear your browser history in case anyone goes in and sees that you were typing classy hookers, because I don't think that's something you want people to see. But if you do, I high five, I guess. I don't know many people that want other people to know they're looking up classy hookers, which I also want to know, if it's a classy hooker, does that mean she's like dressed up in a suit, or does she still wear like a short skirt where her vagina is hanging out? I really don't know where we draw the line on a classy hooker, and I don't know if that's actual real term, but I'm making it up, and I think we need to start having more classy hookers in our society. And I really think that if we're going to progress in a society, we need to have classy hookers. And now that I'm actually thinking about this, this conversation isn't really about racialness, it's actually about hookers. And I really think that this conversation really took a weird turn in the way that society is really weird. How, I don't know, my ADHD is really kicking in. I'm sorry. Now I'm stuck on the topic of hookers. Cause, I don't know. Is there such thing as classy hookers? I don't know. I'm used to like the stereotypical like hookers of like seeing them like in the movies where it's like some nasty 50-year-old woman where her breasts are sagging lower than her kneecaps, and it's just really uncomfortable for the whole situation because some middle-aged man who is decent looking with wealthy money is going out for this really old-aged woman who looks like she's been breastfeeding for about 70 years now, and her boobs just couldn't handle all the sucking and they just kind of dropped to the floor. It's really stuff like that that just kind of like, I don't know, I think about in my spare time. And really, if God, this is really making me sound weird, but I don't care, because these are seriously the thoughts I have about, like, during the day. Like, I already think that there should be more classy hookers. Like, there should be hookers that are like, I won't do anything with my mouth, but anything else is okay. And I think that also, just like the whole stereotypical thing of Asian guys being small, I mean, we gotta give them benefit of the doubt. They all can't be small, right? I mean, Godzilla was big, and he came from China, in Asia, right? Where did he come from anyway? Is that Japan or China? I have no idea. They all look the same, don't they? They all have squinty eyes. It's really hard to tell the difference with them, right? But anyway, I'm sure you're gonna hear me rant about other racist stuff, and then probably talk about a different subject again. But for this video, that's all I have, and I really hope you guys like and subscribe this. Yeah, and till next time, I guess I'll see you later, and enjoy, and check out my other stuff.